Greetings everyone, this is your ICT facilitator, tech educator Mutebi Ratib on this one. Those who remember during our first episode when we were looking at Wakissha 2025, the July-August set, where we had an overview on item 1. This time round we are to look on to item 2, the same mock paper. We are going to see what the learner was expected to do on this item, and then we shall be able to guide and see how we had to come up with outstanding work. Not forgetting, please subscribe and share. Let the knowledge spread, inform everyone, share, comment. My name again is Mutebi Ratib, and your channel is Mutebi Ratib again. And those who want to reach out, my contact is 0784 657421. Let's go straight away into today's plan. Today we are to look at Wakissha 2025 paper 2, item 2. Those who remember, this is what we had during our first episode on this same mock body, where we had item 1 that we had to digest very well. And then today, without wasting any single minute, allow me to take you to item 2. Item 2 here, they are telling us that PQRS High School is a newly established secondary school located in a growing community. The school aims to increase student enrollment for the upcoming academic year. To stand out from other schools in the area, the school offers modern facilities such as fully equipped science laboratories, a digital computer lab with internet access, a well-stocked library, spacious classrooms, sports grounds, boarding facilities, and school bus services. As a member, they are now checking, as a member of the school's marketing committee, you have been tasked with designing an online advertising strategy to promote the school and its unique features within the local community. What is the task for the learner? The item setter for this is calling for a learner to use the support files named school data to design and produce an offline document that will clearly communicate to the community members about the school. To the people watching, this is our Wakissha 2025 ICT Paper 2, the July-August set, where the learner has to use 2 hours and 30 minutes. In our first episode, those who will be able to check on the YouTube channel, we had looked on to item 1, and today our focus will be on item 2. Now, to give the learner an advantage or an upper hand, I had drafted a sample on what we had to look at. But before I show you the sample, allow me first take you through the support material. When you check onto our support folder, we have another subfolder called school data. When you open it, you'll find other material that we are going to be using onto this item. So I've drafted a sample of what the learner could have come up with, and then we are to use it as our basis of evaluation. So the task is, they want us, using the support file, school design and produce an offline. Remember, the new curriculum learners, these are key words, are governing terms that tell a learner whether we are to come up with a website or an offline publication that the learner can come up with. But remember, in the new curriculum, we tend to give our learners a blank check to decide whether they take a brochure, a newsletter, a flyer, any other publication material that they can think will be able to satisfy the interests of the item setter. So in this vein, I decided to design a simple brochure which looks like this. Allow me convert it, save it as a PDF so that we can view it into the full version, the other side, for easy navigation. Let me call it MGT. So on the desktop, I'm going to save this as a PDF so that we have a clear view the other side. So I'm going to guide my learners. By the end of the session, the learner should be able to design an interesting publication of this structure. We are going to move step by step, working with you using Microsoft Publisher. We design something of this nature. The way you see, I have designed this using Microsoft Publisher document. So allow me put this down and we start the design straight away. Remember, as the learner following, you are free to pause, try out, continue, play, pause, and I have provided you with a set of support material under the video description. Please check the video description and find out these support material. To recap, for those that haven't watched the first episode of item 1, the learner is supposed to create a folder on their desktop. We are going to create a folder here. I'm going to save this as Mutebi Ratib 007 this time round, Mutebi Ratib 007. Into this folder, you create 2 other subfolders. I'm going to create the first folder for item 1, which we worked on onto our first episode, and then I will create another subfolder for item 2, which I'm going to be manipulating today. So now I'll open my item 2 folder. Remember, onto this item, since they want us to design an offline publication using the support file school data, design and produce an offline document that will clearly communicate to the community members about the school. The school named PQRS wants to raise awareness. So now I will come here. I've decided that I'm going to be designing a brochure. I will also work on a video where I'll be designing a newsletter, a flyer, and any more other elements that we can use to answer the same item. So how do you create a publication? You right click in space into your subfolder. Remember, I've created a subfolder called item 2. So I'll open this, come to new, go to Microsoft Publisher document, and then I'm going to save this as PQRS. The school was called PQ. Let me first recall. PQRS High School. So I will come back here to where I'm designing from. I say this is PQ. It is PQRS High School brochure. I name it like this: PQRS High School brochure. So remember that our target plan, we are to look at how can we design something like this, an eye-catching publication that will earn us some good marks. This is our target plan that I had designed prior, which I want us to replicate in this design for today. So allow me zoom so that people can see, people following. Thank you so much. This is your ICT facilitator, tech educator, Mutebi Ratib. To start with, I'm going to start by setting my page orientation to landscape. I've structured my page to be in landscape. Now, after setting my page to landscape, I can go on under margins. I set it to narrow, and then I can go to grids or guides, I make sure that everything is on point. For now, I'm going to keep the guides at that level. So after creating this, I'm going to go on to create some dimensions into my design. I'm going to create some dimensions, some equal dimensions, around 2 to 3. 1, this is 2. To do this, I'm just copying and pasting. One more, I'll also put it over here. Let me try to adjust on the size so that they are not too sketchy. Yes, so after having this put down, I'm going now to go on and create the other segment, which I'll put down. But before, allow me align this to the extreme end, and then I'll go on to create a separator here. Remember, the learner at this point is trying to go on and perfect. We keep checking on the level of creativity. Can the learner come up with something that is stunning, outstanding, for them to earn some good marks? So I'll put a simple separator over here. Then after creating a separator, I'm going to go on, highlight all these upper shapes, Control C, Control V, and then I replicate them into the downer segment. Allow me increase the size a bit. Yes, and then I'll push this a bit down so that I also increase on the size for this other shapes that I had put into the upper segment. Yes, now after making these dimensions onto my page, let me do some other adjustments. I want to push the shapes a bit down and align them very, very well on my page. So after achieving this, I'm going now to apply or fill these shapes with some stunning colors to see that at least the designs are a bit clear, basing on how we are going to be coming up with the design. So I will apply these colors. I also move to this. Let me keep it blank. I'll move to this. I put another color to keep the designs cool. I will move on. I also apply some color. Now, the learner doing all this, he has to be very, very fast. Remember, he is using 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I will highlight all my shapes. I go to outline. I say no outline. So that my shapes are over there and we don't have any outline attached to it. So as you make the design, you have to keep your mind active. You have to keep thinking on what we can put up to make the design really eye-catching. So what are the elements? As you design this brochure, you should have knowledge about it. What are the elements of a good brochure? I will know that a good brochure should have some contact info. A good brochure should have maybe the school name. If we have a logo, we can put it there. We can have some visual appealing images to have the design that is really, really eye-catching. So I'm going to start by creating a simple catching statement up here, where I will say, maybe let me come up with some catching statements for the examiner that is really looking into my work. I will say our school. Let me use this, our school. Let me keep it there. I will come, bold it, increase its size. I'm calling it our school. I'm going to italicize, and then I look for a font that is a bit calligraphic, that is a bit italic, to see that at least we can come up with something that is unique. So I'm going to, I can take this, they are calling it our school. Yes, I can take this. Let me go on to give it font color, a font color that is maybe red. Yes, I can take this, Control C, mint. I will come here, Control C, Control V. I'm going to come and drop it around there. Our school, let me add something. Our school is the all this art should come from you, the person designing the work, to see what are you really blending and what is your target plan. Our school is the, I can now come and say, is the success way. Our school is the success way. So this is all your artwork. You as a learner that is looking for an A in the subject, we are looking forward to how best can you really come up with something that is extraordinary. So this is what I'm trying to blend here. Yes, I'm trying to come up with something that is eye-catching to the person marking my work. Then after doing this, I can go on to apply the school name. Here, I can just go use some word art. Let me take this style called fill none outline. I say, let me come up with a school name. Remember the question paper was clear. The school is PQRS High School, is a newly established secondary school. Those that have just joined, we are looking into ICT 2025 July August mock for Wakissha Paper 2 Item 2. Thank you for watching. So I'll come here, use my word art. I say the school name is PQRS. PQRS. I click OK, and then I will come and put the school name around here. I can go on to fill it with a color that is somehow different and unique. Then after doing that, I will go on and then apply some text. I'm designing from the sides so that I keep the design a bit clear. So I'll go on and say maybe PQRS High School. PQRS High School. So after getting this, let me reduce on the font. PQRS High School. I need a bit clear font that will give me a deeper look. I'm going to use that, and then I carry it. Let me see the font color I can use here. All this is your artwork. You're free to also apply any color that you think will bring out your design. Then after making this, I'm going to go on and create some contact info, so people that are looking for our school can easily reach out. So I'll come and say phone, phone. Now you blend something that is really on standard, plus can use the Ugandan code 256 256 786, and then 654, and then 234. You can put any contact. For us, we shall be giving a mark to a learner that blended or that knew that a brochure should possess a contact. Then I'll go on to apply some color. Let me not italicize, and then I'll lift this. I put it over here to put some contact info. Okay, so after getting this, Control C, I'll come and then put other elements. We can put the fax, we can put the box number, we can put the email. At this point, allow me put the email, and the email is maybe PQRS PQRS. I prefer lowercase letters. These are emails. PQR. This is PQRS at gmail.com. Yes, PQRS at gmail.com. Okay, so I can take a pause at that and say, maybe let me keep the information at that point. Allow me maintain the email as an italic, and then I use the standard color for emails, which is always blue. So now after getting that, I can also go on to make the designs, the design more engaging, more catching for the people that will be following or that are trying to blend with me. So I can go on, I say, let me replicate the school name, this being a brochure. I can go on and duplicate the school name. I put it around here onto this first segment, and then I can also go on to come up with another catching statement, and I say quality with best learning facilities. Remember, the school is marketing its learning facilities that are of good quality. So I will say quality. I will say quality with best learning. Okay, let me say quality with best. Let me first keep it at that, so that I can manage the space. So now I can go on. Let me keep this with white. Let me keep it with white. I will go on. I just Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I come, I put it around here. I say quality with the best. So I will come and add something with best what? With the best learning. We saw the learning facilities which were stunning, and we are going to be looking at all that. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I come, I also put it at this point. Okay, now after reaching at this other level, I can now go on and say, let me add some salt here on the meat to see that the design is really outstanding. I'll go on. Let me create a simple shape over here. I've created a circle, and I want to lift this circle. I put it at this point. Let me drop it here. I don't want it to be too big. Allow me reduce on the size to this level. Yes, to this level. This is again too big. I want it to be within this first half. Yes, so allow me put it here. I go, remember we had a set of support material. Those who remember who were starting, we had a set of support material. We had a few images here. Now I want to start borrowing them as I put them in my design. So I'll get back here. I say now under my shape, I go to shape fill. Instead of choosing color, this time I'll choose pictures. I click here. I work offline. I go under my desktop. I look for the support material which we have here. I say I want to put an image of the school. I put it here, and then I will come drop it into my design here. Reaching here, I can go on to say under shape outline, I say no outline, so that the design or the shape is more clear. Now after achieving this, I can push it a bit up so that I utilize the downer space. I say now after achieving this point, allow me add another catching option. I say I have another shape that I can really blend into my design to see that the work looks amazing and more engaging. So I'm looking for a shape here which I can use. Yes, let me use this. I want to use something like this. I put it around here. I'll just make it not over exceed. After putting it here, I can go on to give it some color white. I go on to say I don't want any outline. I go on, I say let me send to back, so that when you look at it, just a few edges of it are just protruding from the image that we have just inserted. Then after doing that, I will go on, I say let me add something. Since we are looking at marketing, let me compose something of this. Yes, let me compose something of this size. I say under this, let me give it, let me fill it with white. Let me put it here. Let me put it around here. I fill it with the white color, and then I say under outline, I don't want any outline. Then I Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I've just replicated it, and then I'll come, I put it here. I say now let me fill it with red, and then I try to balance it so that there is that effect, there is a white effect onto this shape. Then I'll say let me say maybe admissions open now. I want to put some text into this simple illustration. I want to come and say I say admission. This is I want to type admission open now. Admission open now. So allow me align it in the center, and then allow me change from italic to that, and then bold. I'll come here, I can take narrow and then reduce on the font. I want white as my color. So now I'll come Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and then carry this. I put it into my design here. Yes, as you see, the design is getting shape each and every single second. Please, thank you for following. My name is Mutebi Ratib, your ICT facilitator and tech educator. Please don't forget to subscribe and share the same knowledge to everyone, so that we can make good grades this year. So I will now say, after getting this, I'm designing a brochure that we can use as a school as we advertise the new things that we have on board. So now I will go on. I say let me add something into the design. Let me take another shape. I'm going to pick this shape. I go to shape fill, no fill. I go to outline, no outline. Shape fill. I want to take some illustrations that we had this side. Yes. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I want to put this around here. Yes, I want to put it around here. Allow me reduce on its size so that we can have something that is really blending. I'll go to shape fill again. Right click. I go to shape fill. I say picture. I then choose another picture. Let me take these girls that are attending to ICT lessons, being our area of interest. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I want to drop it around here to see that the design really blends with what we have at stake. So now, after getting this, I'm going to get one more, and then to see that we don't overpopulate the design with pictures, because we want the design to communicate. At the same time, we want to have everything well managed. Let me take the books being the center of learning. So I'll put the books around there. Now I'll go on to see what else we can add. Remember, the school, they said they are interested in some key elements, and they are telling us that to stand out from other schools in the area, the school offers modern facilities such as fully equipped science laboratories, a digital computer lab with internet access, a well-stocked library, spacious classrooms, sports grounds, boarding facilities, and a school's bus service. So all these are services offered by this school. So what I will do now, I will go on to do more magic. I will say, let me put in this other dimension, I say about our school. About, I say, let me take uppercase, about our school. And about our school, I'm going to take another font color so that our design is not dormant, but it is really blending and eye-catching. So now, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, I will just do that. I put this around here. I put this design around here. Yes. So what is about the school? I say the school, I can go on and say the school offers the following services. The school offers the following services. I'm going to go on, reduce on the font, and then I say under this font, let me take a color that is a bit transitioning into what we have at stake. Let me align that side, and then Ctrl C, Ctrl V, I come, I put this around here. Yes, I want to put it around here, and then allow me reduce on the font one more time. What are the services we offer as a school? Let me change the color a bit. Yes, so as a school, we offer services such as fully equipped science laboratory. Maybe due to time, allow me just come copy in what I had typed already, and then we just put into the design, since we have already exhausted what could be key in the design. So now, after getting to this level, I can now go on and say, let me also come up with another catching statement for the person looking into my work. I can say, create the best future for your children. I'm trying to inform the parents that please, as you select the schools, we are kindly letting you know that create the best future. I can say, where people can see the font, let me take something that is a bit thick. I can say, create the best future, create the best future for your children. Create the best future for your children. Yes. Now I can move on. I say, let me get a font that is a bit clear, and then font that is a bit clear. I get a color that is a bit thick. I come, I put it around here. So now allow me align it center, and then I can keep it there like that. Then as I wrap up, allow me do one more to see that we really blend in and have the time well managed. I'm going to put this shape here, and then under this shape Let me Control C, Control V. I see whether I have balanced. I'm just duplicating these same shapes. So now, after seeing that they are balancing, I will go on. I go to shape fill. I come to picture. I say work of line. I choose a picture that is eye-catching. Let me take this. Then I will come and position it below this one to show people how our school looks like. I go to shape outline. I say no outline. I also do the same on this other picture. Come here. I say picture. I go to work offline. I choose maybe I choose a library. I come here and then I lift my library. I also put it into the work that we have designed. I go to shape. I say no outline, and then we keep the design as simple as possible. So allow me stretch this. We shall check the other side as we manage through. So now my design is up and sounding. Remember, you're free to call, you're free to pause, you're free to do all the elements that you think can make your design outstanding. This is just an idea, though you can also improve it based on the skills that you have, and then we can keep learning from one another. So this is what we have designed for today. This is our design. I can also go on to customize the design with my name. I say go to insert, go to shapes, I choose a text box, I put my name around here. I say my name is Mutebi Ratib 007. I put my personal number there, so that this work belongs to me. Even if the CD gets cracked, at least I know my work will be well identified. Or you can insert it as a footer or as a header, as we shall be checking in the other videos that we are going to keep uploading onto our YouTube channel. Please, thank you for watching. After getting this, before you print, you come before you print, you come and say Control P. Under Control P, are you seeing how our work looks like? This is vague, so you come under the pages section where you see the word detailed. You say 1 page per sheet. You click there so that your work fits on 1 page. Then you command your printer and then print. This is how our design will look like. So this is our item. Now, how are you supposed to save? One, you have to save a publication in your folder the way we have this publication. Let me Control S. Then I will go here under File. I click Save As. I come here, look for my folder on the desktop. I'll look for my folder on the desktop. We saved it as Mutebi Ratib 007 item 2. I save this publication as an image. I'm going to save it as a PNG, as an image. Now, after saving it as an image, you also go back to File. You click Save As. You come here, click Save As. Look for your folder on the desktop. You come here, this item 2 folder. You save it also as a PDF. So in your folder, you submit 3 file formats. You submit a PDF, the way you see mine here, and then you submit in your folder, item 2 folder, I will submit a PDF, which is this one. I will submit an image. I will submit a publication. The image is over there. we have saved it as a PNG. So, and that is our nice design. So for the people watching, this has been your ICT facilitator, tutor, ICT educator, Mutebi Ratib, taking you through UCE ICT Practical Item 2, Wakissha 2025 Paper 2. Thank you for watching. It has been our July-August 2025, and your tutor, Mutebi Ratib, signs out. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and share. May God bless you and stay well. Wait for our next episode.